I love you. I love you. I love you.
Today we're going to be talking about the fear of being seen and how we can get over it. As always, I'm going to give you the psychological perspective and also the metaphysical, spiritual perspective, because we are big onto spirituality and manifestation here. And then later on, I've created a worksheet. We're going to go through this afterwards. So by the end of the video, you are going to be able to get over your fear of being seen. So the fear of being seen, it is very common. I think a lot of people have it, and it's not just for people who want to be famous or want to be on the internet. It goes into every aspect of your life. Maybe you have a fear of being seen, so that restricts you from putting yourself out there on even like dating apps or job applications because you're afraid of rejection. You're afraid other people are going to judge you. When we have this fear of being seen, it can actually cause a lot of self-sabotage because it's so deep rooted in our subconscious. For example, being a YouTuber, I've done this for many years now. I blew up when I was 19. I actually had this fear every time a video started to go viral. I would almost manifest my growth to slow down, or I would manifest for the algorithm to suppress my views. And that wasn't something I kind of clocked in me until recently, because I noticed every time a video started to go viral, I would have a fear. I would have this fear in me, oh my God, I'm gonna be exposed to so many more people. I don't actually think I want that. I'm afraid of it. And then when it would slow down, I would start to feel better. And that's because I was so terrified of actually like getting more growing and getting more viral. And like logically, because this is my career and I earn money from it, you'd be like, why do you feel that way? Well, because I would be scared that if I was exposed to more people, it would only take like one person to stalk me or something like that. And that would terrify me. Because also guys, when you are not ready for something, you will sabotage it. Like energetically, I sabotaged that. I manifested for everything to slow down. There was no alignment. Consciously, I can be like, well, of course I want more money. Of course I want views. Of course I want to grow. But at an unconscious, subconscious level, I'm like, no, I don't. I'm scared. So there is a mismatch of frequency, which means I cannot even bring in those more views. My frequency and also my vessel, it is not allowing it to come in. Your vessel will expand when you can match your frequency and allow it, and then it will come in. And that's why a lot of people, we struggle with success, or when we get success, it goes away because you're scared of it. And yeah, logically, why would we be afraid of success? Don't we all want more money? No. Because at a subconscious level, when you get more money, your life will change so much. You might actually not be ready for having that an abundance of wealth come in. Imagine if you became a millionaire overnight. Your life will change so dramatically. People will start to treat you differently. Suddenly you're paying more on taxes. You don't even know where to start. You don't have a financial advisor. There is a lot of stress that comes in. Everything is at a subconscious level, which is why it is so important that we get to the root of things. Because if you do not fix or even identify what is blocking you, you can't even attract that into your life, and you're going to sabotage it anyway. For example, I'm working on a new project right now, and I find often, sometimes I'm procrastinating. Even though this is something that I've wanted my entire life, I have worked on it for so long, I will procrastinate. And it was not actually my fear of failure, it was my fear of success. Because I knew that if I made it work, my life is going to change. And my life is already pretty comfortable. And while I want this to happen so much, there is a part of me that's like, I'm so scared of this. I'm so scared of this happening. And your conscious mind and your ego is always going to be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Of course I want money. Of course I want success. Success is very scary. Change is very, very scary. That's not something you consciously know. It is subconscious. So yeah, your fear of being seen, it can literally be fear of failure or fear of success. But I think more commonly, it's a fear of being judged. It's something that's threatening your safety. And this is something you then need to work to psychologically get over. So in the worksheet, we'll go over it, but why do you even feel this way? It's not that easy to just be like, I don't care what other people think, I'm gonna do it anyway. Because as you get bigger and you're expanding and attracting more of these opportunities to you, you're still going to be threatened. The fear of being seen is directly tied to how safe you feel in yourself and in your life and in your environment. Of course, if you feel unsafe in your body and unsafe in your environment, you don't want to be seen because you want to protect yourself and keep to yourself. That is what your body knows. This can also tie to free state. Say you want to apply for more jobs, okay? But you can't get out of bed. because you're afraid of failure actually. So you procrastinate. That is your self-sabotage mechanism. You're going to procrastinate because your body is like, if I apply to more jobs, my application will be seen more and perhaps I can get rejected more times, and I'm not ready to get rejected. So therefore I'm going to procrastinate, and I'm also going to enter a freeze mode and just stay in my bed. And the way we get over it is, first of all, self-awareness. When you are aware of what is holding you back, then you can work on overcoming it. And then two, it's simply having a little bit of exposure therapy. For example, how it manifests for me, not wanting to be seen, is maybe I will procrastinate uploading a video. I don't do TikTok. Like, TikTok is the biggest platform for creators where you can be exposed. That makes me really uncomfortable. It's a lot of energy. I don't want to be doing that. But that is simply me being like, I don't feel like I'm ready to be seen by more people yet, and that's just my path. Or maybe I will avoid crowded areas because I don't want more people to see me, or I'll wear sunglasses, I'll cover up. Maybe you are noticing some of these patterns in yourself. Ultimately, not wanting to be seen, it's not an issue unless it is an issue for you. Like, if your career or where you want to go requires you being seen more, then that is something we need to overcome. And it's exposure therapy. So in the worksheet, we're going to identify these patterns, these little behaviors, self-sabotaging mechanisms you do, and then one by one, you can start to expose these. So yeah, for example, wearing a hat, wearing sunglasses, not going out during peak hours because more people can see you. Maybe you start to remove the sunglasses, make eye contact with people, go out and be seen, and that's a very little first step. Because then it's also telling your brain, oh, I still feel safe. Like, this is safe. God forbid something bad happens, like you go out in public and then someone says something nasty to you, because that's gonna have an opposite effect. But the whole point is we want to make you feel like you are safe. You are safe doing these things. Ultimately, if you're someone who wants to be a star, you want to be a content creator, putting yourself out there on the internet, you're going to get haters no matter what. And unfortunately, that is a risk we have to take. I constantly think about safety. And as I said, when I was younger and I had a lot of these videos going viral being like millions and millions of views, I was subjected to hate. But I was not so much afraid of the hate as I was one random psychopathic person finding my video, stalking me, and just scaring me. I mean, it happens to so many creators. So that was actually my biggest fear. And it's very valid. But shall we get into the worksheet, guys? Let's get into the worksheet. Sorry guys, you can probably hear them drilling away right now. So annoying. Yo! Can y'all be fucking quiet, please? Okay. Overcoming the fear of being seen. Blah, blah, blah. Here's an introduction. So goal setting. Why do you want to overcome the fear? It's probably related to your career, but it might not be. Maybe your love life. You are afraid of using dating apps because you're just scared of rejection. You're scared of someone finding you ugly. The more people you expose yourself to, the higher the risk of them threatening your internal safety that you've created. I want to attract more opportunities into my life and stop playing small. Exploring the source of your fear. So try to figure out when this fear actually started. So it's important to know what triggers this fear. So yeah, let's say you're a content creator and you want to expose yourself to more people, but you're afraid. What scenarios trigger this fear? Maybe it's posting on Instagram because maybe people unfollow you when you post, and that just affirms to you, oh, I'm not good enough, people don't like me, I'm ugly. Going into crowded places, using dating apps, as we said, videos going viral. And then when we have these triggers, we can actually start to do them more. We don't want to avoid these triggers, we want to do them more because that is exposure therapy. We want to do these triggers more. I wrote that wrong. We want to trigger these triggers. Okay, what is the earliest memory of this fear? So for me, I remember I posted a video, I think I had 30,000 subscribers at the time. And in one day, that video got like 70,000 views. The algorithm was a different breed back then. And it was a video about how I've never had a boyfriend. Or it was like a Q&A, but that was the title. And I just remember thinking, because I was at uni and I lived on campus, I would walk around and think, like, everyone's seen this video, everyone knows I've never had a boyfriend, and I felt very, very exposed. And that was That was like my first feeling of it. Just wondering, like, has this person seen my video? Okay, now what are your core beliefs about the fear? For a lot of you, I bet it's going to be about judgment and not feeling good enough. It always comes down to that, and it's all insecurity. That's why you were playing small. For me, yeah, if I get more viral, I'll be more threatened with haters and dangerous situations and people who can impact my safety. If it's for you in dating, you might say, yeah, people are going to judge me. I'm going to get rejected. I know you probably have this existing belief where you're like, I know I'm going to get rejected. So naturally, if people start to reject you and you're not getting those matches on dating apps, that's just reaffirming to yourself that you are going to get rejected and that your beliefs are correct. So how do you even overcome something like that where reality is probably... Wrong moment. Where reality is affirming your belief. You have to push through, and you have to almost rewire your brain to see the positive experiences. So maybe, yeah, you might get like 100 rejections, but you got one. At least you got one. That's still one person who wanted to date you, who said the other 100 wanted to date you or needed to want to date you. No, you still got one person. So you have to almost reframe your thoughts to identify the positive in these situations. Self-sabotaging patterns and behaviors. I want you to list all of them. Avoiding visibility, procrastination, deflecting praise. If you feel inherently unworthy when someone compliments you, you're going to feel really uncomfortable. And you might be like, oh no, like, I love your dress. Oh really? No, I don't like it. Like, I just threw it on today. It's really cheap. It's only like $5. Bruh. And then yeah, explore the purpose of these behaviors, and they're likely all going to come down to safety. It's all safety. Everything threatens your internal and external safety. Reflect on the impact. What is the cost of this self-sabotage? What opportunities are you missing out on? If your job is related to exposure, hey, you are missing out on a lot of money, a lot of reach, a lot of opportunities here. You not being seen enough in the world is preventing opportunities from coming in. So everything here is going to tie to opportunity. You not even going outside, leaving your house, can be missing an opportunity, because you never know who you're going to run into or who you're going to meet. You never know by posting that one TikTok video who is going to see it. Reframe the limiting beliefs, which is what we talked about earlier. So yeah, going back to the dating, oh, 100 people rejected me, they swiped left on me, I must be ugly, I must be unworthy. I must be ugly, I must be unworthy. But hey, one person swiped right on me. So maybe I'm not ugly to everyone. And create these new empowering beliefs. And here we get into visualization and manifestation. We need to expand your vessel to allow these opportunities to come in and to feel safe. So I want you guys to create a state akin to sleep scene, which is a Neville Goddard method. You want to create a 5-second scene that encapsulates everything what you want. Maybe it's you speaking on a stage and you have like 1,000 members in the audience listening to you, and you can play the scene over and over again in your mind. Two things will happen. Number one, your brain is going to get used to that scene and it will eventually become you, because your brain doesn't know what's real from fake. So if you have all the feelings, the sounds, the taste, texture, whatever in this scene, it will be real. Your brain's like, oh, I've already done this, I've already spoken on stage. And anything where you are about to be seen, you can visualize yourself doing the action successfully beforehand. SATs will also help you to manifest that scene. If you replay it in your mind, it will eventually come true. Anchor positive emotions. Without the emotions attached to the scene, you're not going to manifest. And yeah, make it a daily practice. Spend like 5 minutes doing it when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed at night, when we are in that brainwave state. Okay, now expand your comfort zone gradually. This is what I meant by exposure therapy and triggering the triggers. We don't want to avoid the triggers, we want to trigger the triggers. So identify small actions that allow you to practice visibility safely, like sharing a personal update or speaking up in a group. Yo, sometimes I don't even want to post on Instagram because I'm like, I'm scared right now. And I just post a story and I'm like, what do I have to be afraid about? Like, this is my account. So it's something as simple as that. You don't need to go and speak on a stage or do some public humiliation, just something small. Reflect after each experience. This will help you rewire your brain before you're like, oh, this one action is so scary, it's so unsafe. And then after you do it, you're like, well, that was quite easy actually. Build gradually, increase the intensity and visibility. Now, these are some exercises. I love sleep affirmations. You can YouTube some sleep affirmation tapes, some subliminals. You can also use hypnosis and meditation. Aligning your frequency with confidence. This can also go back to our state akin to sleep. Each morning, do your affirmations, do your visualization practice, shut the fuck up. Yeah, and set your daily intention. Today, I align with the energy of confidence and ease. Reflect on your progress, blah, 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 and have a commitment to growth. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video today. This document will be linked in my bio. Everyone who freaking requests edit access, you guys are so annoying because it just comes into my emails. You need to just click make a copy and then edit it. I'm not giving you freaking edit access. Go click make a copy and then you can use the worksheet yourself, okay? Ich liebe dich. Tschüss. Second channel video out now too. Oh wait, no, out tomorrow.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm in love with you. I fuck you. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. Fuck it, I love you. Fuck it, I love you. Fuck it, I love you.